So here guys, we're going to show you a traction technique for the neck and head. The joints in the neck need to be decompressed. We live in gravity and forward head posture, so the facet joints tend to get hyperextended and closed. So the idea of this technique is to slightly flex the head and add length. So you notice I've got a towel about an inch or two below Kiki's ear. Lift your head just an inch, relax. So as I hook the towel, the key thing is, and we'll show you a close-up, is to hook the occiput ridge and the ears in. So I hook the head, and what I do, I take up the slack of the head and neck slowly. So here I'm tractioning Kiki's neck. And notice when I release slowly. We'll do a couple of different reps. So I take the slack of the neck and I start to decompress and traction. I'm going to hold 3, 2, 1, and I release. I'm going to do a longer hold. So I'm tractioning and I'm slightly lifting my hands up towards my chest this way. So I want Kiki's head to flex. And release. Some of the big errors we see when people lift, they lift like this. Lift your head a bit, Kiki, relax. So they start with the towel too low, and I'm bringing Kiki into extension. So we're trying to lift Kiki's head and bring it into a sort of neutral where you're in a little bit of flexion. So that's this way. Tuck your chin in just an inch. This way. Sometimes if the client is not fully relaxing, what I like to do is cross the towel over and I just stabilize the forehead with my fingers or knuckles this way. Here. And once they relax, I don't need to stabilize their forehead as much. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you prefer?
First one.
Another key thing is you have to be hooking over the ears. If I lift your head a bit, if I start too high and I start to traction, of course the towel's going to slip out. When you fold the towel, you have the creases or the openings on this side. So the smooth side is under the neck. It creates more grab, more grip. Another thing I like to do, once I start to traction, I'll take it a slight step to my side, and now I'm basing more traction on Kiki's left side. And when I step to my right, there's more traction down the right side. So when I step this side, I'm pulling more with this hand. I'm pulling more here to create side bending. And then I'll reverse, side bending. And when I finish, I come back to the middle, slight traction. So you want the towel to lift your head just an inch, about mid-neck, relax. So when I want to cup the ears. So I pull the towel tight, I cup the ears and cradle the occiput and traction. 3, 2, 1, release slowly. A little jostle. I like to get the hair in. Traction. 3, 2, 1, release slowly. I'm going to show you the side bending now. So I lift the head, I traction, I pull harder with this finger, this hand, and I sidestep. So we're biasing the left side. And here I'm biasing the right side. When you're doing this technique, it's very slow. You take up this slack very slowly. You definitely don't want to be jerking this way and releasing. You're going to get too much recoil in the neck. So move slowly. is a great technique to combine with your occiput hold. What I find, if I'm doing this type of technique and the client is not relaxing their head, they lift your head, so they're not giving me their head and I'll say relax, 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 and they don't, I'll come to this and invariably they go very floppy. So this may allow me to get into the suboccipitals a bit more readily. But move slowly with this one. Lift your head just a smidge, relax. So move slowly, take up the slack really slow, traction, and when you release very slow. You can jostle and go into all your other techniques.